My name is Trevor Chapin. I am optimistic. My asset is my willingness to learn.
My name is Shine Eversole. I am a traveler, and my asset is a listener.
Okay. I am Wild Child.
I am an author.
Oh, I'm Taylor Arnold, and I am outspoken, and my asset is self-motivation.
Last but not least is don't be afraid of your mistakes. In the world of live performance, anything can happen. Sometimes things can run smoothly, and other times it can feel like it could be worse. This has happened a lot in my experience with both dance and art. In one of my very last contests, senior year, we were up against our biggest rivals, and I dropped not one, but two of our easiest classes. I felt like I'd let myself and the whole team down, but if I had held on to that frustration and that stress and that anger, I would have just made the same mistakes again the very next week. I had to accept that I made a mistake and work to do it better the next time. That is one of the biggest things I have to remember from this class, that even if I stutter or I stumble, I cannot change what I've already done. I just have to do it better the next time.
Are descriptions that inspire different images in each of our minds. I myself think of Albert Einstein, a forward-thinking inventor known for having some fun sticking his tongue out at a camera. But most importantly, Einstein had a relentless drive to succeed, as does one of our classmates, who happens to be an old friend of mine. By sharing part of AJ's background and personality with you, I would like to illustrate that his never giving up is an integral part of who he is that has something to teach us all, even those of us who have known him for years. My willingness to learn may be similar to AJ's asset, as both help us overcome certain challenges. However, AJ's drive to accomplish his goals, no matter what stands in his way, is something I can learn from him.
Classes, we can be more connected, because then it'd be, you kind of understand what you're learning and maybe get better grades if you were more interactive with people.
And especially like with us, but one of the things my parents said, like, you're not there to make friends, you're there to get an education. And it bothers me because I'm like, well, I don't want to be alone. And
Yeah.
with this class, I get to know everyone, and I love it, and I just love getting to know new people. So, yeah.
The identity backpack strategy is, it's made me rethink how to do public speaking quite a bit. Having gone through a speech class in high school, we learned your traditional, here's a topic, introduction, conclusion, and then 3 points in between. And while most of that still stands in this class, the difference is that you bring yourself into the speech. For you, it becomes not just a speech about a topic, it's a speech about a topic and how it relates to yourself. And you have to rethink how you're going to present that, because in a way, you have to take your identity and you have to put it in that speech, so that when you give that speech, you yourself are there, but the topic still comes across as something nice and clean and something that,
There's kind of a parallel in between, kind of how we were talking earlier about, like, you have the creativity, like, just go do it, and I'm like, can't leave the podium. I feel like it's kind of the same thing that, like, I'm used to, like, most classes, and up to now, other than even my speech class was kind of in the box, go, you learn something, you're done with it. And I know math came up a couple times, and it's kind of like math, where you go in, you do the problem, and you don't have to put any of yourself to any degree into that. Whereas here, I feel like that's why we kind of seek out the this kind of group discussion, or wanting to feel out each other a little bit more, to know each other. Because it's not that it's an equation where it's like, okay, well, 2x equals 10, y, like x equals 5. It doesn't have any of us in it. Like, we have to use our brains to figure it out. Whereas here, like, with the inventory and asset, it's part of ourselves in what we're doing, so we feel more invested as a person instead of just,
It's fact versus feeling.
yeah.
And I feel like
Everybody else in here has had celery, right? Pretty much? Okay. So celery, if you said we had to do a speech about celery, we all would give different speeches because we're all gonna find the same data, how it grows, when it's supposed to grow, what it's supposed to look like, but we all have different experiences with it. And if we can relate our different experiences to celery, we're still gonna give the same data, but we're gonna give something different, and we're gonna make it easier on ourselves because we have something different to say that's unique to us only about celery. How many people eat celery with peanut butter? Okay, see, there's 3, 4 different people that have different ways of eating celery with peanut butter. How many put salt on celery? Just me? There's one. Dang, it's all wrong. Cream cheese on celery. 1, 2 people. Just wash it off and go for it, nothing on it. See, it's 2 people. I mean, you know, cut it up and put it in chicken salad. There's so many different ways to eat celery, but all the data on it's the same.